Hi there, NamesNiko, and welcome back to my playthrough of Disco Elysium. So, we're investigating a murder case at in this town, and it seems like there's like a big union that controls the area. The lorries probably stored fuel here, now they store booze. Ooh. Stuck to this guy. Who is he?
Bastards! We have a right to work!
The man yells towards the harbor gates. His voice is the loudest of the lot, and oddly screechy for a man his size. What's going on here?
Hold up and stay frosty, everyone.
Stay frosty.
Cops are here.
The broad-shouldered alpha man turns to you. He's a full head taller than everyone else here.
You here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down.
Why should I?
We're here to fight for a cause. Stripes usually have problems with people who have causes.
I mean, as long as it's peaceful protest, as long as you aren't beating up people, I'd have no problem.
Good. We're fighting for a cause here. Right to work! Right to work! Besides, we're not that different.
He leans closer.
It helps if people see us talking, cops and strikebreakers together. Shows authorities are on our side. Builds confidence.
What kind of cause are we talking about?
Rights of people. Rights of workers. To have gainful employment. To make a salary. And feed their families.
His manner of speaking is wooden, the tone of voice bland and uninspired, almost as if compiling replies from a set of learned phrases.
Interesting. I don't think I've chosen any sides yet. And whatever, regardless, I have some questions
Maybe
for
you
you.
should ask them the questions. Like, why we're not allowed to make a living here.
He bellows to the
Shame on
gates.
you! We have families to feed, you piece of shit.
He points his finger at the man sitting on the railing.
So do we, Scott.
The loitering man hollers in return. What is a strike? I want to get into the harbor
Have
too.
fun.
He snorts.
Union shits are on full strike. Don't think they're going to let you through the gates. You trying to meet their fat boss?
I'm interviewing people about a murder that took place here behind the hostel
I
cafeteria
know
there.
nothing about a murder.
His reply is snappy and tears. Absolutely
Wouldn't
nothing.
put it past these harbor bugs. They'd do anything to stay alive. Right to work!
He again shakes his
It's
hand,
shameful.
large fist, and
Cops
turns
doing
back to you.
nothing. You should bring backup. Open up the gates for us. Blockading gainful employment for workers is a crime.
This really isn't my area
We are
of
not taking
expertise.
a side in this just yet, sir.
Yeah.
Pity. Let us work!
What is a strike?
When a bunch of ungrateful, lazy cockroaches can't get their act together, decide to pull
I know what a
out
strike
honest
is, by the way.
work from
I'm just
other
clicking the options. He shifts uncomfortably to his workers' overalls. What do the strikers
people.
want?
Beats me. They mumble nonsense about boardrooms and workers' rights, while we have the right to work!
There's something odd in the way he carries himself. His set of clothing looks vaguely mismatched. The different pieces of the attire seem ill-fitting.
Yeah, I'm looking at his outfit. That's kind of true. Okay, ill-fitting, what does it mean?
His shirt is far too small and an unpleasantly tight fit, while the overalls, held up by a belt, seem to fit a man with much more corpulence.
I don't know what corpulence means, to be honest. You wearing new clothes?
He ignores your question, choosing instead to turn to the emaciated workers, raising both fists in the air. The clothes are obviously not his.
Oh, he's wearing someone else's clothes. Why?
Silence is the answer. There's something off here, but he won't say what.
Who are all these strike... Yeah, something's odd.
Honest men and women with rights.
Who are all these
to
strike
work,
breakers?
to be useful, not toys for corporate interests.
The man runs a hand through his steadily graying military haircut.
We came here to help the harbor run smoothly in time of crisis. If union fucks don't want work, they ought to let in those who do want work.
I have a question.
The
Why
lieutenant
do
looks
all
him in
these
the
men
eyes.
follow your leadership?
You think they follow because I'm big and loud? No. They follow the rules of the market, the rules of the economy, because they were given a job to do!
You've been talking to him for quite a while now. Something is off with this guy. Ask him where he's from.
Okay, I gotta ask, where exactly are you from?
What's it to you?
Deep-set suspicion drips from every syllable. Routine, part of the investigation.
Am I a suspect?
His eyes
Done no
narrow.
crimes. I only fight for the rights of people.
Every once in a while, it's like you can see glimpses of another guy under the guise of this fighter for jobs. He seems a more brutal, cunning, and suspicious person. Just a hunch.
Okay.
Or you just might be paranoid.
No, I already got that. I'm interested in your
We're all
background.
workers, right? Workers stick together. Came from the eminent domain, in Jamrock. Backgrounds in odd jobs, heavy lifting, cargo hauling, bouncer work.
That's
I
kind
know
of
the drill.
bouncer work and cargo hauling. I mean, I guess you'd have like the same physique maybe for that type of job, or the same personality. I don't, not even really personality, I guess, because you'd have to deal with people a bunch. A bouncer, where I frequent a lot of bars. Maybe it's one I know. Sweet, I know bars. I only drink, but work has taken me some. Which one was it? Bouncer, where? I frequent a lot of bars. Maybe
Worked
I
at
know.
Territorial. Ring a bell?
Pretty okay as far as lies go.
Pretty okay as far as lies go. Okay, so he lied. He's that's what it says. Okay. But I don't want to accuse him of lying. Do I? Do I just want to be blunt? Never heard of it. Are you lying? Not right now. I might have been there. I don't really recall. I'll do accuse. I accuse you.
We're done here. I have a strike.
He squints at you, a little spark of violent gutters in his eyes. Then he blinks and turns to his men. Okay, he did not like being accused of.
Right to work! Right to work!
Excuse me, I have further
Things are
inquiries.
busy enough. You're going to waste less of my time?
Now we'll see.
The hulking man oozes stark skepticism.
What exactly is
We
your
were
goal
promised
here?
work. We'd be in there, working, if the bastards hadn't shut the gates.
And you're unable to reach the
Main
entrances?
gate's locked. Would take heavy ordnance to bust it open. Could try to get in through the secretary's office.
He
Door's
points up
locked.
the stairs.
The guard's blocking the way to the access panel. And I don't mean the scrawny mess punk either. I
Was it
mean
the dark worker
head
idling on the
measurer,
staircase?
or whatever he is.
Wait, head measurer?
Huge Seminese guy standing up there on the overhead passage. Won't let anyone by. The access panel is right behind it.
How bad can one by
Bad.
thieves?
Standing on a narrow
capable?
bridge, he's got a strategically advantageous position. And he's trained. I don't know how the Union
is he?
has a trained killer up there.
Huh?
But that one's no joke. And my men are tired and hungry. They're workers, not fighters.
Why don't you just talk to them?
Like civilized folk, you mean?
The man
These
rubs his
native
chin.
fucks don't understand civilized.
Odd, out-of-place colonial reference there. Mr.
Yeah,
Scout.
what? That was kind of... I do agree. What?
It would be better for the neighborhood if you went home, at least for now, if you can't get in anyway.
No! They will give up eventually. Or get drunk. Leave the button unguarded. Then, we charge.
The man rubs his jaw, a perfect, lightly bearded square wedge. I'm just gonna leave for now. Okay. Okay, so I can't talk to all these people. They're just kind of NPCs. I see. It says GRIF. Or GRIH. The Great Revical Industrial Harbor. Okay. Let's talk to this guy.
Scab?
Ask a man with jolly eyes tilting his head.
You're hazy on the notion of a scab. Smells like politics, though. Maybe it's got something to do with the flask he reaches for from time to time.
What exactly is a scab?
A kind of a worm, content with mere survival. They come, they want to do our job for shittier pay, screwing over both themselves and us. Everybody loses.
You don't seem to like them much.
Gotta be bloody stupid or freaking evil to scab. Or I guess scared, maybe. But scared of what? Of who?
He looks at the mask, squinting his eyes as if trying to ascertain what they're scared of.
Personally, I'd rather beg than scab. If the gentleman shouting on the street came begging, maybe they'd have gotten something.
Have you tried
We've
talking to
explained the
them?
matters, but they don't listen.
He shakes
The
his
slot
head.
would be reasonable and go home if the big guy wasn't riling them up all the time.
Big guy. He means
Yeah,
the leader
yeah.
of the scabs.
I'm not a scab, I'm not a cop.
I was just messing with you.
He
No
smells
one's
he's
ever
been
seen a cop
sprinkling.
scab. Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, "Let us cop for less money."
He chuckles and realizes.
Speaking of, what brings the RCM here? To the wild north? Come to see the strife?
Nah, I've come to the Marinese investigating a murder.
Huh? That sounds like a lot of hard work. You'd never see me investigating a murder.
It's actually fun
I
and
don't
easy.
believe you. Post Laventurier said the same thing. They tried to get me to be their postman. So fun, so easy, they said.
I'm not trying to hire
It's just
you. What?
walking.
He shakes his head at the memory.
It wasn't. I'm doing much better here at the harbor. Being an honest union man with a lot of free time on his hands.
I see. I need to know what's behind these gates. I'm exploring. What's this trick about,
You know,
anyways?
serious business.
He
I'm sure the
smiles.
big boss will be glad to tell you. You'll have to ask him first.
He's a chatty guy. Wants to talk about the strike. Return once you've met the union boss and are on a better footing with the
Okay.
organization.
I'm a bit short on money right now. Can you give me some of
Sure
it?
thing, my friend. I can help you out.
Oh. Let's try. We have 42%
The
chance.
coin narrowly slips by your outstretched fingers and falls.
Oh, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to throw it like that. It's a thing we harbor folk do, passing around cargo and such.
Shit.
Was not meant as provocation or ridicule.
No,
The
I,
boyadero stares at you with respect, then gestures towards the trickles of blood adorning your clothes.
what? He said something different than what's saying on here. The hell? Something about trickles of blood?
Right, always glad to
Appreciate
help out the RCM. We're on the same branch, you and I.
I'll give you
Humans, I
$1.
mean, not slithering
Hey, look, we only have
scabs.
4. Oh, we only need 136 more to go to pay off our tab. I'm just gonna get moving. Is this guy gonna get mad at me if I go up here? I noticed, in case of a strike, press button behind guard. What's this? Already sealed door locked by electronic means. There's no lockpicking or door kicking this one. That's fine. Let's talk to this guy.
Nobody betrays your degeneracy.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
What do you mean my body
You
betrays my
have
tissues?
succumbed to Al-Ghul.
His face contorts in disgust as if he were smelling a dead rat.
You reek of it. An invisible sword of Al-Ghul emerges from your throat.
What?
You cannot see it, but others can. It is
Al-Ghul?
making the
Who?
woman in my company sick.
Wait,
Yes, Al-Ghul.
Oh, Al-Ghul,
It
sorry.
means alcohol.
Oh, you mean alcohol.
Correct. My small skull servant.
Okay, yeah, I totally reek of alcohol. Yes, I understand.
Al-Ghul is an ancient
Alcohol.
Ilmaran poison, a parasitic fungus that has colonized your race. It is a trick the desert pygmies played on you for humiliating them and stripping them of their land.
Intentionally fermented drinks have existed for 10,000 years.
The element people did not invent alcohol existed since the
This is a
Neolithics.
fabrication the alchemists of Yizot and Bashir and the Rolam Al-Ghul have fed your people. Go on believing in it, race loser.
Ah, I don't think that's how history
Why
works.
don't you have another drink? Your features are not yet congenitally deformed enough.
Oh yeah, Measurehead.
The babe looks at him with eyes full of admiration and defends the merely asexual. Swallow breath, Kim, is it really so
It's not
bad?
good.
Oh
It's
shit.
like a rat crawled into your stomach, got drunk and drowned.
I don't have a problem with alcohol. I just drink a little on the weekend. You're right. I'm a servant of alcohol, but I need to enter the harbor.
No, you don't. You need to get another drink. Occidental Haplogroup B4 is done giving orders around here. The influence of the ham sandwich race.
The ham
is
sandwich
reigning.
race? The heck? I'm the police and need you to comply.
Jerking motions.
Uh-oh.
Signs of a late-stage neurodegenerative disorder.
Huh?
How far the Occidental Haplogroup has fallen.
Uh-oh.
You were once a noble and powerful race. You gave the world eugenics, electricity, and powerful weapons of war like missiles and aerostatic aircraft. You made great gains in metallurgy,
I'm so confused.
race theory, and statecraft. You dominated lesser cultures, like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Khoikos. But now your ascent to the genetic summit has halted. You are obsessed with sadness and with frivolous pop culture. You will be superseded. Isn't that right, babe?
It is, baby, yeah. You know it.
There is a button right behind him, just out of reach. It must be the one that opens the door to the harbor.
Okay. You're right, Wells. I just need to let me in the harbor.
Enough with this begging. You should leave the stage of history with dignity by inviting the other races to a great world war.
What?
Bring your troops to the Seminole Islands and to Boogie Street, and we will pulverize you. When you are
I'm
gone,
so confused
we
what this
will
guy's
build a
talking about.
museum for you. The walls will be lined with bottles of Al Ghul, your beloved beverage. Inside, we will store the odes to homosexuality you call art, and your microcephalic skull.
What?
There may be a peaceful solution to this. You could internalize Measurehead's race theory.
Oh,
He would
God.
take you as one of his own.
Wouldn't that mean I have to become as... Fine, we're just gonna play along. By the way, I'm totally against like this race theory stuff or whatever. Just, I'm gonna play along so we can get our shit.
The best idea.
Okay. Oh, here it is. Subscribe to his advanced race theory, 97%.
Ask what kind of races there are
I
first.
passed.
Classification is core to this stuff.
Measurehead, I'm new to this world. Help me understand its races and you need to know what kind of races
Do you?
are there. Shh.
The lieutenant looks toward the harbor's electronic door, and then to you. He lets out an audible sigh.
You are obviously a liberal, Sailor.
Shh. I'm
A
play along.
polyculturalist. I can see it from your love of microtechnology and your sartorial choices. Do not deny your friend the truth you have denied yourself.
Okay.
There are 3 categories of race. Type A, the heroic races. Type B, the servile races. And the vile CF race cauldron of pederasty. Which one do you need education on?
A.
Those are the Simonese, the Areopagite, and the Occidentals, excluding the Maun, of course.
No, of course.
The Maun are riddled with eczema to the point where they find it impossible to smile. They are all lactose intolerant, a common result of inbreeding. A receding genetic pool has led the Maun on reprehensible street parades. In Maun cities like Stadskanal and Vredefort, wearing wooden clogs on their feet and little green tassels on their hats.
So who are the
You
mom?
know them by the names of their nation states. The Oranese, the Gotwaldians, and the Königsteiners. My people simply call them Maun.
Okay, German, I believe this word, I think it means king. The first part. Steiners is raw, is like I understand Stein's like rock. If I remember correctly. I think the first word is King. I don't know. King Rock doesn't really make sense. I don't know. Whatever.
Mahoon is a derogative term for first world people of Gotvaldian descent. They do not all have eczema. Also,
Okay.
people of Katla, like the Suru and the Uhu, are much more lactose intolerant.
And have the wooden
In
claws.
some municipalities of Oranje, people do wear shoes made of wood to street parades.
Okay.
Green, orange, and even yellow tassels have also been seen on hats.
Okay, so it's okay. I'll make sure to not say this word if it's derogatory.
The
Oopsie.
Maun are proof that you can have too much Occidental racial purity and tassel-centric culture. Inbreeding has led to a lactose-intolerant subrace whom no one can take seriously.
Okay, who are the type A
The
people?
Vespertines and Messenians of Vesper and Messina, the ancient Meteorans of Meteo by the Golden Pisantic Sea, the Suren of Sur-la-Clé, and even the North Königsteiners, all have type A race propensities. The other large Mondial civilization.
Okay, I'm gonna be
the
honest with you.
Mesk,
I'm totally lost
are
on this
too
guy's
yellow
talking. I'm just gonna let him
for
ramble.
Yiddish to count
I don't
as
know.
a heroic race. True, they are violent and expansionist, but they have a glandular problem.
Glandular. He draws his finger across his face.
Overproduction of sebum.
Huh?
Sebum is leaking into their brains, making them listen to El Mariachi music and eat toxic minced meat-based food, which in turn only produces
Okay,
more
and
sebum.
who are these?
As proven by the Maun and the Mesk, Occidental type A is in retrograde. The Seminese and the Areopagite are on the ascent.
You know what? I'm not gonna expand this. This is getting so. This guy's
The
theory is.
Areopagites are sleek,
Sleek.
long-headed. The Seminese are powerful, mesomorphic. The former is an immutable progenitor, unchanged since the Super Isola of Pericarnassus. Ancient brains rest in their slender skulls.
He falls silent, contemplating the beauty and the mystery.
The latter is perfected and adapting. Together they form the Simeno-Areopagite, or Simeopagite.
I'm not resolving
superrace.
any of this at all, and
That
probably
is
for the better.
all. There are no more type A races in the world.
Oh, okay.
Type B are the unheroic races, amorphous non-competitors of the great race. The Khoikos and the Vacholier, they are mud-colored people.
The Khoikos of Grad, Yugo, Zhimsk, Chest et al. Are what you would call white officer in a suspect description.
What did he say? Yeah, what does
To
this
an
mean?
untrained eye, the Khoiko appear white and pinkish, like a ham sandwich. But look into their eyes and you will see.
I was like, if they're what?
They are of an indistinct muddy color, and so is their skin. Unhealthy,
Okay.
sweaty, and ashen. Pinkness is a racial quality that has to be earned through centuries of advanced ballistic warfare and cultural domination that the Grad people have undergone for drinking al rul and smoking the degenerate tobacco
Ball.
and for
Tobacco.
eating potato.
Eating potato. I don't
The
know.
Khoiko, the countless micronationalities of Grad, are all inexplicably obsessed with potat. The only thing they like more is dividing into microscopic ethnostates, like political amoeba.
Wouldn't he be one for ethnostates?
You don't like ethnostates?
They are microscopic. The Semeno-Areopagite superstate will cover the entire remaining planetary crust, uninterrupted. From Holy Semenine to the Boreal Plateau of Katla. Its leaders will be the genetic epitome of the Simonese and Areopagite stock, elected by nature, not the base inner spoilage called demos.
In the whatever this is, Bechoiliers.
The Vacholians, halfway
Vacholians,
between Tipa
Vacholiers.
and the Racial Cauldron. Two makes to know right from wrong. You tried your degenerate little revolution, which was the single greatest failure committed by humans in our 82,000-year history on this planet.
Is it 82,000 years that we've been recording history? You have very little idea of what is happening, but that seems a little off.
Yeah, it seems way too long. I'm pretty sure history hasn't lasted that
The
long.
mysteries of the people of this planet are a tragedy that has played out countless times over, like a fever dream of skin, hair, and bone. Wake up, naive Chespius.
Go away, stupid political thoughts. Do we need to have an opinion on this revolution? I'll just say it's
The revolution
Was
came
good.
to Ravachol from Grad in Zarath ridden potato carts. It is literally an illness, a prion disease that leaves the parietal and frontal lobe ridden with holes. A soft sponge-like mass of dementia, hallucination, and paranoia. The revolution is fatal familial insomnia. A hereditary prion condition passed from the Khoico to the Occidentals. But
He
not
pauses in it.
sexually.
theoretical
Probably through
self-esteem.
trade roots and potato acid, the prime component of the potato plant.
Okay.
Enough of type mediocrity.
Okay, how about this one?
Tips CF are a museum of failed chimeric experiments and tragic maladaptations. They are tortured creatures waiting to be put to sleep. Your morbid interest in them worries me.
Okay, no, I'll just don't go
It
on it.
would be cruel to entertain ourselves with their deformities. Were there any able-bodied races you needed education on?
Okay, that's how I do it.
You
Understand it?
understand nothing.
Uh-oh.
To solve the great race enigma, you have to first ask yourself, what is the race enigma? You have not even worded the mystery, let alone
Okay, let's ask him if he'll let me in the
we
harbor.
will see.
Access to the Union is important for our investigation, but there may be another way in, without becoming a race theoretician.
Okay.
I'm mildly worried he might take it seriously, the lieutenant thinks. Yes, I am, he concludes. I am worried.
I'm highly worried you might take it seriously. Okay, maybe I don't have time.
Lost, though, buckled away at the last gate.
Okay, we'll try to get in
This is
somewhere
why
else.
your haplogroup will never arrive.
Okay,
I
let's just discuss
cannot
something else.
possibly imagine what else we have to discuss, Tibere Vacholian. Your love for disco music and venereal disease?
You serve the Union, don't you? Aren't they white?
Oh, don't be vulgar. White or not has got little to do with this.
What?
The race enigma
Isn't that what a race
much deeper
is?
than that.
He turns his eyes towards the harbor, seemingly bored with you. Yeah, but you still serve them. How does that factor in your life?
Mr. Clare is a man of vision and means. He has the will to confront polycultural capital, something your race, naivistic communists, never did. Also, to serve is noble. It takes discipline. Your petulant individualism has only contributed to your race failure. It is lax and moronic.
What? I'm no communist. Communism is pretty cool. Individualism is my jam. IGM is mysterious fourth thing. Enough of this. I don't know what exactly individualism is. I would say I'm not a communism. I'm not a communist. I'll just say this is mysterious.
Jam. Individualism. You have gotten these ideas from degenerate youth culture, have you not? You have picked them up from rock and roll songs?
It's true, I'm a rock and roll star and a rebel. I got it from Disc. Youth culture does not affect my thinking.
Of course it does.
Uh-oh.
You are a degenerate individualist and a rock and roll rebel.
I am?
A pawn of international finance, just like the rest of your ham-colored race. I am not surprised you enjoy it so much. This has happened to many of the side products of the inevitable cultural victory of the Seminese race.
Whenever I enter the
What you
business.
need is to come to terms with extinction and never getting into this harbor.
He looks at the button behind him. The tattoos on his face move to reveal the smallest of smiles. Kim, what do you
I
think
don't
of this?
think anything about this. We are wasting our time having this conversation.
Honestly, I think you're
pedomorphic
fair.
friend
Let's just leave. Because this guy is absolutely useless. Okay, fine. We can't go that way. Okay. That was, in fact, a waste of my time. Jesus Christ. What can I just... I know. Let's just leave. Okay. Oh. What's this? Let's go in here. What's this? Oh, it's a flower shop. Oh no, alcohol. Yeah. No, there's flowers and no booze. What the hell? Yellow roses, dozens of them. Tulips too. A melancholy pop song plays on the radio.
Welcome to Frit. Feel free to look around or something. Everything is out on the shelves.
She returns to her
What's that
magazine.
magazine she's reading?
What magazine are you
You
reading?
mean this?
She looks at the cover, both showing a colorful photo of two girls kissing.
This is Pop Stars. It's got, like, famous people in it. It's not for sale.
Looks like it also has something called Police de la Mode, featured on page 34. This speaks to you.
I approve of this very futuristic tap on the girls kissing. Stupid famous people, forget about that. What's this fashion police feature? I'm not even interested to make fun. It's just...
It's where they rate different outfits famous people wear. It's kind of funny. They're kind of mean.
Just has to think.
It's about who's the most stylish.
Who's the numero uno guy in there right now? And does he look like this? Oh my god. Fight your hat. I bet your hat would take the prize. So who's supposed to... It can't be anyone from here.
Benita. She's a model. Usually it's a model.
I mean...
Or a singer-songwriter. Or a model.
We are not the fashion police. We're the real police.
So what is this?
I don't know. Frit?
Frit. What is
A
Frit?
7 to 11 grocery store.
Why is it written with 3
I
T's?
think they think that the extra T makes it funkier. It doesn't.
Okay.
The story goes that normal Fritta, with 2 T's, a men's workwear shop in Vredefort, was already taken.
Oh,
So
okay.
when Fritta Retail Inc. grew into a multinational corporation, they had to add an extra letter to
okay.
avoid trademark infringement.
Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Let's I have some
Um,
questions.
Okay. I'm not really supposed to be chatting
You
to
work here.
anyone,
What do you
but,
mean? Chief of magazines. Can you tell me about the dead body?
I don't really know anything. I mean, I know it's there, but I haven't seen it, so...
Do you know the man who
not
died?
really.
Not really. Does it mean you knew him a little?
No. I didn't know him at all.
Yeah, like what the hell? What do you mean? Not really. How long has it been
I
there?
don't know really long.
What do you think happened?
I don't know.
No need to worry. It's
It sounds
just
very
standard
soothing,
procedure
professional.
for us to ask around. If you hear anything, let us know, okay?
Okay.
Thanks for your
Uh-huh.
help. I don't need the ammonia. What is this?
A colorful display of cigarettes and alcohol bottles line the shop wall, inviting you closer.
This is not a good place for a recovering addict.
Guess not, no.
She looks in the wall, gets behind her, just
I'm
her
obliged
hats.
to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health. But I guess you already know that.
Oh my gosh, I can buy this. Nah, I'm not gonna buy any alcohol.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all bear the Saint Baptiste Pharmaceutics logo. Their logo is the bloodless rose, pure white, untouched by harm.
Just ask me if you need anything from Saint Baptiste. We don't stock prescription meds, but we do have Nosafed, Duramine, Magnesium, and Hypnogamma.
Who is Saint Baptiste?
Saint Baptiste, you know, the pharmaceuticals company.
No, it's the other.
Saint Baptiste Pharmaceuticals, the one that sells meds out of Saint Baptiste. That one, there.
Where's the
She
cabinet?
is right. Saint Baptiste, the company, derives its name from Saint Baptiste, the city.
Okay.
Itself so named because that's what it is. A rare case where that really is the full etymological history, as far as almost anyone knows.
Okay, I don't need the anomia because we got it from the gardener.
The
so-
tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says, 1 bottle equals 10 cents.
What is this?
Oh, that's the tear machine.
Oh, but what is it?
It's a machine for tear. You know, you find tear outside, like
Oh,
bottles
okay.
or whatever, and put it in the machine. Then it gives you money.
I see. How do you pick up tear for
You
the
need
tear
a
machine?
bag, I guess. We used to have some, but we gave them all out, so
Shit.
feel free to use it if you find a bag, though. I'm sure there are some out there
She points outside.
somewhere.
Oh, okay. So we can come here and get some money. That's okay. Let's just leave. That's good to know. Because it said there was a bunch of bottles and it said we need a bag to pick them up, but I haven't seen a bag around. Jump Jams, popular music mag. A glossy magazine, most able-bodied men. This issue hosts a top 10 list. Okay, who's this guy?
Welcome to Rivachol.
Announced the rotund man. The remark isn't addressed to you, it's just the lieutenant. Hey, I know, Rochelle, that's where we are.
Don't you welcome to Revachol me. My
Lieutenant Fire's
grandfather
back.
came here from a 3,000-year-old racist isolationist culture, while your ancestors came to this island a mere 300 years ago. Every school of thought and government has failed in the city, but I love it nonetheless. It belongs to me as much as it belongs to you.
You tell him.
It's men like you who keep Revachol divided, making it that much harder for everyone
Oh, so this
to
guy's a
climb out of
racist.
this post-war limbo.
What he means is, fixation on the Revacholian nation makes it harder for Revachol to actually attain self-determination.
Yeah, he's right. You're underwriting our best shot at self-real determination.
Oh, come on, man. I just said, welcome to Rivachol. It's a lorry driver thing.
I know
See,
exactly what
racist.
you meant.
This guy's
You think
racist.
my kind doesn't belong here, that I should watch myself and behave. But you see, I'm an officer of the RCM. It's actually my job to make sure you behave. I
Oh,
would
do
advise
tell
you to
him.
remember that.
Silence. The air between them becomes tense. Your partner needs backup. Now's your moment to shine.
Okay, I need backup. Okay. Now that's settled, we have a couple. I don't know, should I just move that? This seems a little too much to me.
Whatever you say, officers.
He waited impatiently, a cigarette smoldering between his fingers. What are you
Oh,
hauling?
not much anymore. I'm here to pick up some cargo, but the dock workers are on strike, so it's a sit and wait on your ass situation.
How long has this been going
The
on then?
strike? Oh, they've been at it for a while. A month, 2 months maybe. But this here is just the last week or so.
What kind of cargo are you supposed to pick up?
Apples,
Apples.
is exactly the kind of thing you'd say if you had something to hide.
Apples?
Yeah, apples. I take it you had other questions?
What was that argument about?
It's about biological determinism, natural law, the sorting of the races.
It's-
Not the most popular topic nowadays, with the
Oh, you're
coalition
so-
in charge and all. You might want to change the topic. That is, bury your head under the sand like common sheep.
Whatever. He's just a racist.
I'm not just racist. Look, I've read books. Huh?
Oh
The
my
science of
God.
racial theory has all been proved, even if
Mm.
some people don't want to accept it.
Jeez.
People who've studied these things say that you and me are superior by design. So, naturally, we Occidentals should be in charge. Obviously, you can see the merits in that.
God.
Race is a simplistic means of social classification based on
Yep.
easily observed attributes,
I know.
hunches, and pseudoscience.
Yes, I could really tell you're the prime example of superior design. Yes. I don't know. I want to say this, but I'm hoping it comes off as sarcastically, not actually genuine.
Open your eyes. Haven't you noticed something different lately? An unfortunate downturn, maybe? Huh? When members of the superior race cease to believe in their innate superiority, they stop competing for resources.
What's the problem
The
with that?
problem? The damn kips are showing a real good game lately. Same with the mosquitoes.
There's a
And
sharp
the
point to the
other
Lieutenant
intruders species
Kisuragi.
too. They're on the precipice of cultural victory.
Cultural victory? What is this then?
Oh, what is this?
It's what the kips of Boogie Street are going
Huh?
for, right under our noses. And the others too, on the radio. Heard any chansons lately? Heard any motetos or leader? No. Dominating culture is how they plan to win. They say so themselves.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
It's
say
true.
nothing.
Also, you need to realize the dangers of mixing races.
No.
Who knows what might happen if people don't stay in their birthplace?
Oh,
You might end up with a new
so many
subrace
racist
with
people
unknown
we've run into the
characteristics
last few
leading
minutes.
to extra competition. That's why you've got to control the
Yeah, I'm
offspring.
gonna get down with racism. Yeah, I'm not down with this. Why don't you go fuck yourself? Yeah.
Don't push your luck, runt.
When he gives you a disgruntled look, then turns his attention elsewhere. Oh, what? This is 3T's how. Yeah, nah, screw this. Oh. We got magnesium. What is this? Closed for winter. Please use main entrance. Okay. It's down here. This coin operated viewer has been banged up and inoperable. Two roundabout north. Two Keepside Apartments, Marinades Pier. Dad reads broken window, Tips has windows. If you had a bag in your hand, perhaps you could collect these bottles and sell them. I know.
This coin-operated viewer is facing southwest. Its coin slot is full of fossilized bubblegum, rendering the machine permanently inaccessible.
Vandalism,
Probably
shake
some
my
kids.
head. Poor little
The
viewer.
metal feels cold and wet under your palm. It looks unhygienic.
Look
A
inside.
thick layer of graffito covers the lenses. You spell out the word Onuk written on the other side, with N and C scribbled backwards. That's Kuno on the lens.
Okay.
Under the graffito, a sea of blues and greys appear. Behind the water lies a coast studded with concrete and reeds. On it, a church on stilts, lanky weather-worn wooden planks, an X-shaped cross topping its tower. You know this to be the Star of Pericanasis, or the Cairo, the central symbol of the Pericanassian Church, a star. a great moral height to be strived towards.
I see. Let's talk to this guy. I think I've seen and said... Oh. You hear the distant squall of seabirds. Oh, I got a yellow plastic bag. Okay, let me get the bottles. Oh, let me, I gotta equip the bag. Give me a second. Aha! Got a bag. What is this? We gotta, yeah, I gotta figure out who reported. Oh yeah, we gotta talk to him. I asked the station, they said, fuck you, pretty much. Equip incomplete, volumetric shift thought. We're working on this one first, and then we'll do the volumetric. That one. Because I gotta figure out where home is. Okay. Let's get this. Report, okay, we need some money. Anything here? Oh, what's this? Oh, there's some guy here I gotta talk to. Oh, here. Oh, wait. I've been kicked out of every joint in... Oh. Pick up these cans. I need money. Okay. Back to this guy.
Have you no shame? Whining
Man
about
says to
your
his
back
partner.
every time you bring out the measuring tape.
René, you're a man with a fork in a world of soup. Please, let's just try to enjoy the game, alright?
The other one is eating a big
I'm
sandwich.
trying to, but you keep breaking my concentration. You're old. I can see that. We're both old. Now stop grabbing your ass like it's a girl.
Okay, I'll try. 72% chance, okay? Let's see how this goes. Well. Did I fail?
This felt wrong. Wrong like touching your sister's breast. You threw your sister's breast.
Ah!
Mon Dieu! Good job, officer. That was an excellent throw.
Did I fail? Hold on, why did I feel
Your
so
muscle
wrong?
memory knew what to do and went for it. But there were gaps. It felt like you were going for a thrust or a lunge. There was definitely gonna be jumping.
Well, I lost
Maybe you
morale
stood
for
up
that.
But this is a fiasco.
The throw is terrible, you know it. No need to
What
mock
are you
me.
talking about? You just executed a pretty much perfect pétanque throw.
His tone is full of admiration.
How are you ever going to get the officer's shit off your nose, Gaston? Or even climb out of his ass?
Oh, I keep failing these checks, man. 72% chance I still fail it. Like, what is this? I'm doing something cool. I
The
screwed up
man
like
in the
always.
uniform says nothing. His gaze is fixed on the horizon. His merry partner is staring at the ground like he's trying to see right through to the other side. The lieutenant is looking at you. His face is expressionless.
Do you know anything about the man hanging in the back of
Unfortunately,
the
I
whirling
don't.
rags?
Unlike
He
most
shrugs.
of the locals, I have no qualms about assisting law enforcement. But this affair has passed me by completely.
And most of the
In
locals?
Martinez, the union is the law. So can you really blame them?
But you don't have a problem with
Cop
cops?
is a pejorative term. I don't have a problem with policemen. On the contrary, I admire the effort to bring order to our streets.
He doesn't know about the crime. Your time is better spent discussing politics.
Oh my gosh, so you don't know
If I
anything?
knew, I would not be afraid to tell you. I simply don't. I'm an old man,
Okay, let's just
not
move
a
on. This guy
coward.
doesn't know anything.
The daily business of the riffraff no longer concerns me.
'Tis true, sire. He knows nothing.
Okay. Thanks for your time. Enormous buells worthy of a real man. Then great tectonic forces crack the pavement like an eggshell. We're poor, okay? I'm gonna take all these bottles. Let's just go back in here for a second and we'll drop off what we have. We got a bag.
The tear machine stands in the corner.
Yeah,
As
insert my
your bottles
bottles.
clunk into the machine, and the money appears with a satisfying jingle.
Yay! I made money. I got 14 bottles. I made $1.40. Okay. What is this? Click on this. I don't know what this is.
A lorry stuck in the traffic jam. This big, heavy Grad-made machine is well kept for such an old machine.
Look on the
The
window.
windows are clear. They've been recently washed. You can see a lorryman's cabin with personal belongings, stickers, insignia.
Kind of stickers,
The
insignia.
driver has adorned his space with a substantial collection of peculiar paraphernalia. Proclamations about honor, strength, and purity are glued to various panels.
What about the back
The
seat?
back end of the cabin has a small perch to sleep, large ashtrays. There are several suns and wheels sewn into the curtains. A book with ragged edges catches your notice. The front cover features a large, muscular man. The title reads, Man from Eamdal in the Lost City of the Pygmies.
Racist nationalist paraphernalia.
More
Not
racist
unusual
stuff.
in this part of town.
Okay.
This is our guy.
Lieutenant nods towards the racist lorry driver. You think this lorry belongs to our tough
Likely, yes.
guy?
This guy's
Okay.
proud of who he is. Drapes it all over his machine.
I see. Okay, so that's the guy that we talked to, the racist guy over up this way. It's this is his vehicle. Okay. I said leave her alone. Okay, let's go back in here and let's talk to the guy and tell him about what happened. Oh, this is open now.
Can I help you?
Obviously, she left because of me,
Wait,
not you.
what? But what about the bird?
The bird.
Yes, the bird. I found it lying on the floor with a broken wing the morning she left.
I should be honest. I broke
You
it.
broke the skewer.
I did.
I assure you it was him.
Why on earth did you have to break the skewer?
It's a mystery.
I can't believe it. I was so sure it was Sylvie. Even worse, I thought she was trying to send me a message. Symbol of hope and all.
A tender type of hope. Something stirs in you. Perhaps this is why you broke it.
All right.
Yeah.
Did she say anything else? About me, you know? Did she say anything about me?
She said she was flattered. It was just bad
Really?
timing.
I should give her a call then.
Ben doesn't know what to say. He wipes his brow and stares at the counter.
Thanks, I guess. Was there anything else you wanted, or...?
Is the trash container out
Mine?
back yours?
No, it belongs to the Whirling in Rags.
Thank you for clearing that up. Why do you keep the container locked?
Why? To keep the hobos and drunks out. That's why. And the neighbors too. They put their trash there and they don't pay for the garbage company.
That's
I thought
fair.
as much. And are you the only party with access to the trash container?
Well, yes. Us and the garbage disposal company.
Okay, of
It
course, yeah.
seems a little callous, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Something stirs in you.
Whatever this
Prod
feeling
at it
is.
and find out.
Doesn't seem callous guarding even your leftovers from the poor. We need those
What
keys.
do you need them for?
It concerns the case. Please cooperate.
The lieutenant's voice is harsh and sudden.
Just bring them back once you're done, please.
He takes the keys from under the counter and hands them to you. I've seen something here at the whirling.
What thing?
Guard. I saw a sign that said the mess hall is reserved for the Union.
Yes, not the whole damn Union, thank God. Just the nastiest and loudest faction. They
He
come
just
here in
tosses
the
his head to
evenings.
sustain.
Dumb, unruly types. Think they're big shit. But they're good customers. They place big orders and always pay on time.
Uh-oh, I'm being called out.
We should find out who this Lord faction is, occupying the booth. Loudness means talkative, and we need
Okay.
info.
Okay, how do we find
don't.
them?
We have to wait. They'll show up
okay.
sooner or later. Men get hungry, even striking men. If not today, then they'll be here tomorrow.
Okay.
There are these things called days.
Yep.
You sleep between them.
I understand.
He's saying they'll come after you've slept.
Oh, okay.
Just making clear you got that.
There's something else I'd want to
What?
ask about.
By the way, you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire if you see anything interesting in the whirling later.
Okay, by the way, I'm gonna sing karaoke here.
Absolutely out of the question.
Absolutely in the question. First we find a sad banger. Then we sing this place to shit. Your
True.
body is ready, sire.
Okay, goodbye. This dishes are drying, the smell of chemicals and pine. What's this? I don't know, sure. Talk to whoever this is.
A thin man is smoking below an exhaust hood, occasionally sipping from his mug. This must be the Whirling's cook. As you step in, he nods toward the table and says something in a completely foreign language. The only words you can make out are Garancy and Quebec. Okay, it's definitely not his name. Whatever you do, please don't call him Garancy Quebec. Please. It's not funny.
Okay, I'll just say, you got any
The man
questions?
puts his cup down and replies something, his left hand drawing arcs in the air.
You got some impressive
He
pots there.
smiles and bangs his ladle against each of his pots in turn. It's almost like music, especially with the sounds of assorted dishes boiling and
I
simmering
don't
on the
think I
stove.
need anything else. Stay masculine. What is this? The aroma of spices, alcohol, tomato hangs in the air.
You see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimpled lock. It's painted blue.
I wonder where this door
You do?
leads.
It's a door in the back of the kitchen. Why do you care where it leads?
Duty.
Yes.
Maybe find something
I suppose
pertinent to
it's
the
worth seeing
investigation.
if we can get in. Just to be thorough. As a side investigation.
It's hardly a side investigation. You already have a name for it.
No, the door is a mega investigation. I'm
It's
calling it
hardly
behind the
worth
blue
title.
door.
Anyway, Gart is the person to ask about this.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry. I didn't mean to cut him off. Let's ask him about it. That door in the back, can I get a peek inside?
Can I help you? Another thing. Great. I love those.
Mysterious blue steel door in the back
Oh,
of the kitchen.
yes, that door, sure. There's nothing mysterious about it. It's just a door.
He shrugs. Do you know what's behind it? Do you have...
No, I don't have a key. I don't know how to get there. And I don't care either. It's not like I've been wondering about it for 10 years. It's just the frit warehouse, probably.
Wondering about it is, of course, exactly what he's been doing for 10 years.
Or
I
some
see.
boring storage space with a bunch of old junk and dust. Junk and dust.
He runs his finger across the counter to check for
He's
dirt.
attempting to maintain an air of indifference. It's absolutely not convincing.
I think you'd like to know what's back there
Fine,
as well.
okay, a little.
He
But
shrugs.
my job doesn't leave me time for wondering about one locked door in one of the cafeterias I manage. So I haven't opened it. I have cleaned the whole place 100 times over, though, after the animals. And I haven't found a key, so good luck with that.
Okay.
Yes?
So about that money I owe.
Yes. Have you got it?
How much do I owe again?
A lot. A lot. For the
Oh, it's only
room, drinks, and broken window, 130 real.
Well, we have almost 6. So, let's talk about something
Like
else.
what?
Nothing. Goodbye. Okay, so we have the key now, so let's go check the garbage bins. See if there's if they left any evidence at the scene of the crime.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says,
Yeah, open
with
it.
a well-oiled crack, the lock pops open. It should now be possible to simply raise the lid.
Wow.
Don't. Maybe you shouldn't.
What's
Just
this?
a feeling. A warning from some part of you.
Yeah, whatever.
The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
Okay, so it's just...
We're
Okay.
just in time. This hasn't been emptied for over a week.
Okay, so let's look into the box
You
of
see
cartons.
milk, an egg rest with one broken egg in it, some pasta wrapper. Picking up the soggy packages somehow feels familiar. A box falls into pieces in your hands. Batiste Soleil cereal. There are plastic pasta packages below, and turbo noodles. Nothing of note, however.
Okay, let's
Among
look
the
at the
threadbare
rags.
kitchen towels, something catches your eye. A pair of denim trousers.
Okay, grab the
As the
trousers.
legs of the slime-covered jeans begin to unspool from the garbage, a rank corpse smell fills the air.
The victim's clothes?
Oh.
Cadaverine odor is faint. If these belong to the deceased, they were removed when he was still in the early stages of decay. Drop them in
Okay.
here, officer.
This is a black plastic bag marked evidence. in his
Guitar
pocket.
marked blue jeans. Pockets empty. Or
Can I
empty.
quickly search the jeans?
He wore them with a belt, too. A white belt. The loops appear stretched, but
Okay. He looks into the
the
container.
belt is missing.
Yeah.
That's it. Do you see anything else in there? I have another bag here.
Okay.
Something slimy catches your eye. A
Just
drab,
wearing-
long-sleeved shirt, olive-colored, appears from the food waste, dripping with pus.
Ooh.
This is a military type overgarment. No label or serial number. This is the kind of rib-knit shirt that's worn over light armor to conceal it in an urban scenario.
Okay.
Anything more?
The rest of the rags are just kitchen variety waste. A yellow old mug that catches your eye. But other than that,
A thrown out towel, a mug,
Alright.
that's all.
We should go to Gart again and ask if he knows who put the clothes in the trash. It could be as simple as someone from the hostel cleaning the yard. Or that one. I'd
You know,
advise
it's towards
against
the
confronting
red-haired
that
boy
force.
behind him. I'd fence against cleansing that force, yeah. Think someone... you think someone from the whirling may have been involved?
Not really. All we know is the victim's clothes are in the trash. The lid was locked, and his establishment had the key. It's just a small loose thread.
He just says, we need to talk to the kids.
What's he on about? Kids? You hear that, Kuno? He thinks you're an
All
infant or
right.
something.
This guy's the one who, like, vandalized the
See?
things. Okay, fine.
the lieutenant nods, then looks back into the trash container.
Search the
It's
food
just
waste.
organic waste, cold and slimy on your hands. Apple and potato peels, mostly.
Yeah, okay.
Unidentified sludge, and the occasional chicken bone thrown in for good measure. But hey, what's this?
What?
A blue piece of plastic sticks out from the apple peels. It's shiny.
Ooh.
Looks like the corner of something.
What is it?
Something larger. A clipboard.
Oh.
A blue plastic clipboard with
This is my
moist
notes.
papers hanging from it. They look badly damaged, but you can still make out
No, the
forms
notes I
and
threw out
notes.
in the
written.
toilet.
Officer, is that your paperwork?
I don't know what this
It
is.
is. Look, the plastic has the
He
RCM
points to the-
street grid on it.
What's the
You've
paper
even
clip?
got an autopsy form in there.
Miserable looking slip of paper sticks
If
to
you
the
don't
board.
mind my asking, how could you have let your paperwork end up in the trash?
Must been cramping my style, has 4-point quality, maybe I need to lose it for the greater bloodletting. The great bloodletting again. I didn't want to be a cop anymore, that's why I tried to flush. I don't know.
Well,
He doesn't know what to say.
lucky we found it. You should take stock of what remains, just to be sure some has not made it into the hands of the RCM's adversaries. Organized crime and the like. There might have been police secrets in your notes.
Okay, I'll do that.
It would also not hurt to start taking notes on the case. Now,
Appears in the
tell me what
trash.
your eagle eyes see. Or are we finished?
Some items, such as the ledger you found, are interactable.
Okay.
Go to your inventory and select the Interact tab to read your paperwork.
Okay, I'll do that. The mug, I'm getting that mug
You pick
too.
out a broken mug with an oddly racist depiction of the yellow man frolicking in saffron.
And
Only
teeth.
in its social sensibility.
Instead, I really glance at the mug that returns this site
You've
to the
acquired
trash.
an interactable item. Investigate this item further by going to the Interact tab in your inventory.
The container sounds a muffled gong.
I will interact with the item.
That's one thing off the list. I think we
Hmm.
got it all.
Okay. Let's check my inventory. Interact.
It's the ledger you found in the
The
trash.
ledger.
A pitiful cabbage of white and yellow papers hanging from plastic board, barely held together by a metal clip. This sad display is made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner.
Yeah, remember, it's because I flushed it down the toilet.
There's a piece of toilet paper, or is it cleaning tissue? No, it's toilet paper, desperately sticking to the back of the blue plastic clipboard. It's a metaphor for you.
Oh, thanks.
Thank you, waterlogged ledger, for spelling it out for us.
Browse the white
They're not
papers.
exactly white. They're yellowed in patches by sunlight and alcohol, and covered in dense blue handwriting. Ink escapes into watercolor patterns, reaching its tendrils across entire pages. The paper itself is checkered, with faint red lines, forming short paragraphs. Once in a while, there's a red stamp that exclaims, "Case files commit to paper." The case files themselves are plenty. You count more than 100 sodden, crumpled up, earmarked pages falling apart in your hands. They appear to be sufficiently organized and extremely dense, if mostly illegible.
What is in there? What are they
Work,
about?
strife, poverty, the Jamrock Quarter. These are handwritten logs of investigations dating back to January 51, this year. The exact number is hard to estimate due to missing pages and an odd naming convention. But there are at least 20, maybe 30 cases undertaken, not completed, mind you.
No.
It's the middle of March. You have attempted 2 cases a week on average.
Just 2 cases a week, a good caseload, Lieutenant?
2 complex cases to undertake is a lot, yes. You really have to push yourself. I would not suggest it, lest you start making mistakes.
2 cases appears to have been my low, Lieutenant. I'm not sure I completed them,
2?
though.
That's a lot. I didn't mean to say you are making mistakes, by the way. That was presumptuous of me.
I burned.
That's okay.
I
We all
don't
do,
know, right?
sooner or later.
No, it turns back to his own case files.
Like a fan of gills, the checkered papers dry in your hand. The handwriting is extremely dense, if mostly illegible.
Was there mention of a naming convention
Yes,
here?
it appears you employ a, shall we say, robust yet literary system. Each investigation has its case number written on the margins. Yet, still more tellingly, most are accompanied by a name. A title, one might say even. One that draws
a title.
inspiration from Snoop fiction and Vespertine cop show staples.
Oh my, they're written in capital
Yes,
letters too.
all caps. One is called The Next World Mural. Another, The Square Bullet Hole Murders. Another yet, The Unsolvable Case.
More?
Others appear more light-hearted. The guys on a couch in an unexpected location,
Oh.
and the murder at the Uka Parlor. Even the rare article-free collapsing tenement. Murder features prominently throughout.
I see.
It's going to take an effort to piece these case files together, but it can be done.
Oh, it can?
Once you're done inspecting them up close.
Can my case appears to play some kind of naming
You mean the
convention?
alphanumeric? Officer, precinct, time of arrival at the scene?
No, not
Oh,
numeric
you mean
one.
the titular? Yes, well, so do I. In our defense, almost everyone in the RCM does.
Why is
It's
that?
a holdover from the early days of the RCM, right after the revolution, when the organization had little idea how to do things. It persists in an unofficial capacity. Officers use these titles to refer to their work among themselves.
I seem to have named the case the Square Bullet Hole
Again,
Murders.
in your defense, I seem to have named one the man with the hole in his head. That was a real person. His death was real. Still, I named it that, to amuse myself.
Okay.
I pray his loved ones never find out.
What happened to
Rail
him?
spiked through the head.
Ooh.
He died. It was a workplace accident.
Count the pages. I have to open an official case. Is there room?
There is, for precisely one more. 15 pages near the end remain untouched by the damage.
Oh.
The checkered grid forms a structure of passages, breaking the case into subtasks to accomplish. Once all the tasks are accomplished, the case is complete.
Commit to paper.
Sadly, the ledger only comes with an old, worn-down lead pencil. It's unfitting of this monumental event.
Okay, do you have a
The
pen?
lieutenant looks at his blue notebook. 2 fat, shiny pens hang from the binder, like large caliber bullets on an ammo belt. He is not really saying anything, just standing there, looking at them.
He doesn't really want to give me his pen. Can I have one, though?
Know that I give this to you with resentment.
I understand. With the beauty, commit to
The
paper.
tasks you've completed flow out of the blue oblong pen in a brash freehand, uncannily similar
like,
to the rest of
"Grr,
the
my
letters.
pen."
The wording comes easily. It's almost robotically simple. A language developed for mental rigor and simplicity. Inspect the victim's body. Interview the cafeteria manager. It's not exactly poetry, but poetry would be out of place.
Where's the ones you
A
finished?
satisfying slash sounds across the paper.
We haven't expected the body
You're done,
yet.
it seems to say.
But we did interview the cafeteria
and
manager.
you, and you.
Okay.
Things to be done and things already done. The composition of reality. This is an extremely useful tool for a detective of the citizens' militia. Now all that remains is to name the case.
Lieutenant, have you by any chance named your case?
No, actually. Any ideas?
Shit on a stick. The setting sun, the hanged man, the Furies are at home in the mirror. Oh, the hanged man.
Great. That's great. That's actually what I was thinking too. The Hanged Man. Good, strong name. We have a very good name for the case now.
Easy.
I'm going to start calling it the Hanged Man. It's good we sorted this out.
Okay. Not expecting these.
You don't exactly close them, so much as distance yourself from the smelly papers. They're a little further from your nose
Okay.
now.
I could do this. Can I read the case files now?
Yes,
Yes,
you can piece them together using the alphanumeric code on the margin. It always begins with HDB 41, then date of initialization and time of arrival on the scene,
Isn't that a precinct?
followed by the title. For example,
Oh,
why yes,
officer.
your precinct number is 41.
And HDB?
Every last alphanumeric in the files begins with it.
Oh.
And these are your case files. It's safe to say HDB are your initials.
Yeah, we're not Raphael Ambrose Cousteau. I don't know what to say.
Got nothing here either. Logic really isn't the best faculty to have this conversation with.
Yeah, fair.
But it's the one you got. So sorry.
How long does it take to read
It
a
takes
case?
about half an hour to piece one together, using the system you've devised. Where do you want to start?
Shit, it's gonna take me half an hour?
This one is relatively easy to reconstruct. Overnight on 1202, a graffito, nay, a mural, appears on an 8-story tenement overlooking central Jamrock. The building is a sparsely inhabited ghost tower, part of a failed real estate development called Grand Couronne. Cause of failure, rent too high. The mural is enormous. 2 silhouettes, a man and a woman, are kissing. The text cut into their form reads, "True love is possible, only in the next world. For new people, it is too late for us. Wreak havoc on the middle class. People call it that thing and that fucking thing. It's visible for miles. In 2 days, the station's complaints desk gets clogged with requests to remove the bummer. You and your partner are assigned to the case. The graffito crew is easy to track down. Only the belles-lettres have the literage of industrial paint to cover the surface. One of the graffito artists is rumored to be rich. They take responsibility for the execution, but not the design. The ideologue of the Next World mural, as the crew calls it, remains an unknown.
Wait, do I ever find out who came up with it?
The case files do not show you finding the author of the design. The crew agrees to clean up after themselves. However, your partner, JV, is against the removal, citing public support for conservation. This leads to a debate in Precinct 41, which then spreads to the streets of Jamrock, ending in a rare plebiscite organized by you and the rest of Row 3. The 9,000 people subjected to the mural's message, all of Lakeside, Central Jamrock, and Villalobos, plus half of the eminent domain, participate in the vote. Although the case begins with what appears to be a lot of rambling on the streets as to how juvenile and stupid the mural is, given a choice between two options.
I'll just remove
A staggering 78% of voters choose to keep it.
Oh,
Turns out the opposition were a loud minority.
Oh.
And that love truly is possible in the next world for new people. And it is too late for us.
The middle class are not to be blamed, is human nature.
Did anyone ask you what you believe in, man with the smelly toilet ledger? What do you want to tackle next? Or are we done?
I'll just revisit
Not
later.
much has changed in the meanwhile. A bunch of sodden papers still sags from the clipboard.
Browse the yellow
in
papers.
The back, you see thin, translucent copy of paper. Some neon yellow, some bright red, all covered in boxes, like marching armies. These look like official forms, waiting to be filled out. Then rip them from the binder and hand them out, according to type of form.
Oh, what type
3.
forms are these?
The topmost are misconduct fines.
Okay.
The middle ones are station calls. And the bottommost are field autopsy forms. Each is easy enough to make sense of. You don't have to be an intellectual giant to do police work.
I understand.
A dozen pages of thin copy
autopsy.
paper, bright red in color. You see the parameters of a deceased human form waiting to be filled in. Age, sex, condition of internal organs.
Misconduct
a
fine.
monetary penalization ranging from 20 to 250 real. Severe cases allow for 1,000 real, but that requires special paperwork. The details of issuing these fines are spread out over the rest of the fields, but they appear pleasantly vague.
Station call.
These are quite sinister in tone. They give a date and time for the person to appear at the specified precinct police station. Below the call are the criminal charges you risk by not appearing.
Okay.
Yes, all that remains now is to fill those forms and hand them to people. Fines for wrongdoers, interview requests for bad guys, and field autopsies. The rest of the stinking cellulose is much worse for wear. Being sandwiched between the board and the rest of the paperwork must have spared the fragile copier paper.
Expect the toilet paper.
It's just toilet paper sticking to the back of the plastic clipboard. You can take it off if you want.
Leave it there, it's cool. I'll just take it off.
Still wet. The toilet paper peels off the plastic easily. All you have to do is shake it off with your finger and voila. The ledger now looks marginally better. An aluminium block runs the width of the board, biting down on the paperwork. Its crocodile teeth are the only thing keeping the papers together. A regular pencil, the tip worn down to nothing, has been attached to the clip.
Run your fingers across the
surface is interrupted by a silvery sticker.
Aluminum.
It's rectangular, sparkling with iridescence. You don't know how you didn't notice it before.
It
is similar to the RCM watermark on your blazer the lieutenant mentioned. Didn't he say something about the headlights of his motor carriage? That you can read these there?
Oh, Lieutenant, is this one of the hologram artifacts you mentioned?
What? Yes, allergen watermark used for adding information to RCM property.
Sorry. Interesting. What kind of information?
It depends. Aside from an anti-counterfeiting stamp, mine has my station number and address. The information varies by date of issue.
Okay.
Maybe yours will have how many cases you've solved. How many years you've been on the force, he's thinking. It'll have that.
Oh.
Any capable light with the right wavelength will do.
Yeah, you know, the right language.
Yes,
Headlights.
RCM vehicles have headlights tuned especially to reveal halogen watermarks.
Oh, okay.
This means you can read the watermarks if you just turn the lights on.
Okay. So the headlights of the car will reveal it? Headlights of your... Right? That's the car.
While a bunch of sodden papers sag from the clipboard in your hand, it's a sorry sight.
Look at the
It's
clipboard.
made of dark blue plastic, hard enough to beat someone to submission with. The edges are rounded, however. The U4 size board feels thick and heavy in your hand. Light shimmers on its wet surface. On the back, you see the embossed letters, RCM.
Shake the ledger.
Something rattles inside, ever so lightly. Is there a hidden compartment? Permeables. It's not hidden per se. The compartment is made for permeable materials that would get damaged if something happened to it.
Let's look inside.
The plastic shimmers like lapis lazuli, but it is not see-through. You
How do I
cannot
open
see
it?
to its center.
How do I open it?
With your hands, U4-sized pages hang from the clip, screwed to the top of the board.
Open the hidden... I got -1. This is a white check. You may retry it. Smell a
The
ledger.
acidic stench of rotting food is rubbed off on the cellulose. It now forms the base of the experience. This base, surrounded by a faint air of
Says I
spoiled
can
meat,
retry it, though.
the stuff of death itself, and then sprinkled liberally with the citrus zest of toilet cleaner.
Let's try.
Is not what you end up doing. You squeeze the plastic to slide it open, but nothing happens. Then you bend it some.
God
then
damn it.
crack it. The goddamn thing is stuck. The ledger quivers in your hand. As it shakes, the pages rustle. This pathetic mess, suddenly afraid of you for some reason.
I gotta put a point interfacing to open it. God damn it. My morale's down. How many skill points do we have? 2. Interfacing, so we're gonna put a skill point in here. I put 1. Hopefully that's enough. This is my signature skill. We already have 1 point in it. What should I do next? I don't know. I really have no idea which one's the best to like level up. I'll do that. We'll accept changes. What's this?
Wow, you work hard.
I do?
Oh, yes. You hustle. You're a provider. It's tough out there, but you keep it real and provide.
I do, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Like a horse. A workhorse. For hard work.
What hard work do I do exactly?
Look at yourself. You're a human pedometer. You must have walked 200,000 steps down cracked asphalt, mosaic, sand, and linoleum after you re-emerged. That is the sign of a hustler who never gives up. The world is harsh and people are evil. You didn't make it that way.
I healed my morale.
And you won't let it break you. You ride.
I fucking ride till I die, bitch.
That's just what it's like. Life and death. But you got gills on your side, baby. Got those black papers with the faces of the innocents on them. You bring in the Franco Negros and the Solas. It ain't easy, but you do it. Day in and day out. You didn't make the rules, but you won't lose. You're a cop, and a sprinter, and a money printer.
I think I got some skills, sure.
Sure. And has it been easy?
What is this conversation?
Have you not gone into cardiac arrest? Are you not about to have an anxiety attack or shoot yourself in the mouth? But you still hustle 24/7, ride or die. Now, ask yourself,
what?
Are you rich?
No.
That's right. You work harder than anyone. You almost rode yourself to the grave, and you're still practically a hobo. Why is that?
I don't know.
Because of the taxes.
What?
G-Man's got his jam-covered sticky fingers in your pocket, stealing from you every time you buy, sell,
God
walk,
damn, the
talk,
government,
fart,
G-Man,
so much
the
as
government.
sneeze.
I see.
Aren't taxes almost non-existent in the Gossamer state that is Revachol?
Yeah, I thought there were no
You
taxes.
and I both, but they got those indirect modes of taxation. Sales tax, excise duty, extraction tax. This tax that doesn't even have a name. Plus, there's the stuff people in other countries pay for that makes them ask for more money from you here. The Gossamer state's a myth. In total, the coalition government is taking 98% of all your money.
Are you sure? That's a pretty big number.
What are you not sure about? They're milking your nipples till they bleed. Can't you see? Aren't you sick and tired of having bloody nipples?
What? No fucking way. I guess I'm a free market fundamentalist now. This doesn't help me solve my money problem. It's only making me into a free market type.
What are you, a racist? Don't be a racist. Be a cool immigrant, ultra-liberal free market advocate. Ride or die. Keep it street.
Who is talking to me?
This guy's appropriating the emerging boogie street lingo as part of his sales pitch for the free market economy.
Well, if I'm not being ultra-liberal... If not being ultra-liberal makes me a racist, I guess I should be ultra-liberal. You're trying to sound like a boogie street youth appel me this stuff, aren't you?
Yeah. Ain't it cool, Ryder? Ain't it street?
It's not. Well, I'm so confused. This logo of the municipality... Okay, let's see. Can I investigate the body now? It's been quite some time.
There he still is, looking right through you with
God
his
damn.
white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell. Emitting it is all it does
It
now.
points into endurance to open this white check. God. Okay, okay. Yeah,
It's just a racist mug. What's there to read here? Not much.
There's quite a lot, actually.
Oh boy, here we go.
Oh God.
What are you going to say about a broken, tossed-away mug that you dug out of the garbage?
This is mug is an example of prejudice. I'm going to use it as an example of what not to do. I'm going to push this into the face of every merchant I find, tell them this is your inane ideology. The mug will be useful by announcing it. I earn political capital to mask my badass hustling. Fraud and embezzlement. Mug didn't belong in the trash. It's funny, but I can't anyone laugh anymore.
But it was in the trash. Why not just call it out when you see it? Or do some volunteering work. Just finish your case, detective.
Okay. Let's interact with
The
this.
ledger you found in the trash. A cabbage of papers hanging from the board.
Let's try again.
With the permeables drawer inside.
Okay, let's try.
Its bit is still not what happens.
God
Fuck
damn
this
it.
compartment. You should throw it away.
God damn it. 42% chance. Okay, well, we need to get the body. We gotta level that up. But we don't have enough skill points at this time. Let's go in here. We gotta go talk to the manager again. And return the keys and ask him about the clothes.
Can I help you?
Here's your trash container key.
Thanks. I hope you found what you were looking for.
I found the victim's
How
clothes.
strange. I certainly didn't put them there.
Maybe you don't remember putting them there. Maybe you were sleepwalking or in a fuse. No. Who else has keys to the trash containers?
Trash collection service? CS Municipal. I don't see why they would put anything in the trash, though.
Ah, the elusive CS Municipal. I doubt we'll be able to track down who was sent here last and when. This will have to be one of those little threats that solves itself down the road.
Oh, okay.
Thank you anyway.
Could someone on your staff have put them there?
Sylvie had the keys before I got here, and I can vouch for her. I can vouch for all my staff. None of us would tamper with the crime scene.
Okay, fine.
Yes?
That's it. I'm gonna ask him if he knows anything about the victim's clothes in the trash. And I said, don't ask him. Don't bother. Fine. Let's go.
Can't you see I'm throwing rocks?
Look, I have questions
All
for
right,
you.
entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got. What you got there? What you got?
Irregular speech patterns, overconfidence.
This
Could
could
this
be on
kid be on
drugs.
drugs? This warrants
What?
further investigation into this Kuno.
Brother Body, what do you know about it?
Shitload pig. What's your question?
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno. Pig's choking. He's totally choking.
If I were to want to waste my time, which I do not, I would ask them who he is, how he got there, and the usual.
The usual being, have you seen anything out of the ordinary? Or have you seen anything suspicious?
Have you seen anything
Just a couple
suspicious?
of pigs sniffing around in the dirt. That seems pretty fucking suspicious to Kuno.
Yeah, you tell the faggoty, Kuno.
Looks like you're a fagari now, whatever that means. The suspicious question doesn't really work in antagonistic situations.
Do you know who he
Kuno's
was?
fuck imp. Kuno uses the fuck imp for target practice.
He's trying to hide the fact that he doesn't know.
I mean, who he was
Kuno
before he
knows what
dies.
you meant. Kuno's not a snitch. That's all. Trying to make Kuno sing into the popo phone.
You know how it got up
Probably
there?
climbed. Kuno was busy down the road when that shit went down.
Didn't see
You heard
anything.
Kuno? Kuno wasn't even in Martinez. Kuno wasn't in Revachol. Kuno wasn't regional.
The city's too large for him to have left. But he wasn't here either. So where was he?
You really know the
Told
city
you,
where you
Pig
go.
Bacon. Kuno doesn't do regional. Kuno's been to places you wouldn't dream of. Fucking Mesk. Or, I don't know, some other place. Night City. Kuno was in fucking Night City.
There is no Night City anywhere. That sounds like the name of a city in some pulp science fiction novel.
Whatever, I
Yeah.
don't give a shit.
Kuno didn't smoke him if that's what you mean.
You draw snot up his
Thanks,
nose.
Kuno. That's one name you can now cross off the list.
Okay,
You're
let's
testing
talk some.
Kuno's...
Get lost.
Oh my god. Okay, who's Kuno?
Kuno's Kuno, pig?
Points
It's
his
always
chest.
Kuno, never I. Clearly the kid's using the third-person perspective as a shield.
So you refer to yourself in third
Fuck are you
person?
calling a third person? Kuno's the fucking first person?
Watch out, Kuno. He's trying to fiddle you. He's going to put his hands on you.
The thing behind the fence starts squealing shrill and violent like a fire alarm.
Pig's got Kuno. Help. Rape.
Oh. Tongue gets loud, the kid shouts.
Help! He's got the Kuno, help!
Just answer the
Help!
questions.
He's sticking his dick out!
What?
Escalate, Kuno. His dick is out. You're afraid.
Pigs in there in Kuno! Somebody, please!
Oh my god. This guy.
How did we get here? How did this happen? This makes no sense. There may still be a way out. Just appeal to his reason.
What is the 6 or 8?
No! Get off Kuno, you sick fat fuck!
The nearly psychopathic way they could slip in and out of the act implies.
Look.
Okay.
For emphasis, a ghost is saying this. A shit-eating psychopathic ghost with an ace up his sleeve.
I know you wanted to hit me. You got that I'm gonna fuck that Kuno up look that Kuno's dad gets. The murder look.
The murder
the
look.
rage look.
Relax. He can't read your mind. He doesn't know you were thinking that.
No.
I know what you thought. I'm gonna fuck that Kuno up. I'm gonna shut that shit down. You know what? You should have, because now you're nothing. You're a joke to Kuno. Kuno laughs at you. King Kuno!
I don't want to
Kuno
beat up some
turned you into his
kid.
prison, bitch. You're going to be in this shit with Kuno.
No, you're not. We can just leave.
Bitch, you're going to be in this shit with Kuno forever.
A
Just
peepo is a type of hat, by the way.
a nice
Don't
hat.
talk to me about my fucking peeper. You don't know
whatever.
Okay. Kuno is kind to his bitch. Ask your questions, but remember, this changes shit.
Click, 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 click!
Oh my god. Okay, we have a 3% chance. Let's try.
He's on your crime scene, bossing you around. And he's been here for some time too.
You failed.
This is where he hangs out. You have to get more out of him. He could be useful.
Trying to fuck at the Kuno! Trying to fuck at me! Trying to fuck! Kuno only gets higher! It's faster, faster, faster! Can't take the Kuno! Stay out of the reactor!
I don't know.
Gonna fuck you up! Up!
Normal is not what we got here. You've got to work with what you have for now.
God damn. Okay, fine.
Kuno doesn't fucking...
Yeah, let's just leave. Okay, so let's just see. Okay, he doesn't know anything. Alright, let's go to the car. Let's do that. So we can figure out more about us.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a
Can I turn on the
pull-out
headlights?
toolbox, and the soft glow of the...
All right. Ready? I turn, you press start.
Okay.
It's next to the preheater.
He turns the preheater on, waits, then takes his keys and says...
The dashboard lights up with orange glow. The rounds per minute gauge jumps, and the engine of the Caprice Canema comes to life. With a
let's
whoop,
press
the
the
lights
headlight buttons.
unfold with a little click, casting electrical light onto the ground before the vehicle.
There you go. I'll turn them off from the remote once you're done. We just need to stand in front of the machine now.
Okay, thank you.
As you hold your ledger's clip under the headlamp, an iridescent hologram appears. A street grid and the veins of a great river. A familiar sensation washes over you.
There she is. Revachol West.
There's a note of pride in the lieutenant's
Around
voice.
the borders of the watermark are dozens, no, hundreds of micro perforations.
Now look at the
There
perforations.
are many of them, and they are divided into 3 separate rows.
Okay, tell me up the different
first
rows.
row has 18 dots.
And the next
the
one?
next is the longest. It runs all the way around the border, and then some.
I can count them.
You count 216 perforations. Considering that nice, large number, a wave of pride washes over you. Though you can't say why, precisely.
What about the last one? So 18,
The last row
216.
has 3 perforations.
3?
That's it.
Okay, what all these holes mean?
Those are perforations. They represent your record as an officer of the RCM. They are your statistics, as it were. I should have guessed you'd keep a record. Officers often do. Let's take a look.
Alpha male officers who are proud of their numbers often do. It's meant.
Okay.
The first row represents your years of service. 18 years. Okay, not bad at all. What did you do before you volunteered?
Wait, 18 years I've
That's
done
what
this?
It says. I might have guessed even longer based on your age. What did you do all those blissful years of your youth?
I don't feel like I just want to apologize at the time. I got drunk like a megastar.
That does seem quite likely. Your youth coincided with some heady days for Revachol. But let's move on, shall we? This
Okay.
next row, the one that wraps all the way around, is your number of closed cases. Closed is good.
Okay.
It means finished.
Yeah.
You've got
218.
let's see. Wow, more than 200.
Or 216.
It's quite a lot, even for someone who's been on the force for nearly 2 decades. Usually, clearing more than 10 cases a year puts you in the 90th percentile of all RCM officers.
I used to be good. That's some
Right.
solace, I guess.
Those are your confirmed kills. You've got precisely 3 perforations there.
So I'm a
For
killer?
an RCM officer, especially Precinct 41, which is in the Jamrock Quarter. It's
So I've killed 3
rather
people.
tame. I mean that in a good way.
Oh, okay.
There are certain officers who treat their kills like some kind of ghoulish game.
Yeah.
If they do happen
weird.
to solve a case, it's usually by accident.
Yeah, it's obvious the Lieutenant doesn't think very highly of these
But
officers.
it seems as though you are, or at least were, one of the good ones. So we have that to be thankful for.
Have you ever killed anyone,
Yes.
Kim? He says, "Climb there. That's fine." How do you handle this train?
Everyone has their own method of coping. Some more effective or self-destructive than others.
Gives you meaningful.
Personally, I find it helps to keep up a few hobbies.
Like what?
Oh, this and that. Let's not get into it now.
Maybe I should find a
Anything's
hobby.
better than annihilating yourself with drugs and alcohol.
It's
Yeah.
meant in earnest. Please don't mistake it for a jab.
No. Thanks for
The
this.
lieutenant nods.
Look at the shimmering street
The
grid.
rectangular watermark is overlaid with the logo of the RCM, and yet the major arteries of Revachol are all recognizable. They shimmer in the Kanema's headlights.
Wait.
A rat brazenly darts past you and disappears amongst the stopped lorries. In the distance, a child somewhere shrieks. A woman reprimands her in a voice no quieter than the child's cry.
Ah, Martinez.
Where are we on this? Point at the
Let me
hologen
see.
map. He takes the ledger for a moment and inspects
Right
it.
here.
He says his fingers near the top of the map on a segment of coast jutting out into the great ocean. I've seen worse.
Oh yes. Coal City. Le Royaume. The burnt-out quarter.
Let's go.
Right. I'll go turn off the lights.
He rests the remote control on the key.
You can now see your statistics on your journal page, to the right of the task description.
Oh, okay. What is this? That version include acquire a copy of the city map. I don't have the map yet. God damn. Oh, here. So, currently I'm a sorry cop, ultra liberal, good cop, bad cop, people killed, case solved, years in service. We don't know our name or our rank. Okay. Okay, I've done all I can, actually. This one's almost done. Okay, so we're... Okay, so, I don't think I have any more points. No, I don't. Okay, I don't have a map either. I don't think there's anything here. I wonder where we need to go now. I talked to this guy already. It's down here. An ancient fountain. It doesn't pump water anymore. There's a tree in it. Tire tracks leading onto the roof. The slush and rain has almost washed them off.
There are clothes inside. Cheap second-hand clothes, smelling of strangers' body odors.
Don't be shy. These are premium class clothes. Good quality fabrics, best retro design. Save the economy with your style, officer.
Save the economy? That sounds off.
Save the economy.
Haven't you heard, officer? We've got to be economically conscious. Recycle your cash, keep it in circulation. Don't buy new things. Buy eco.
Thanks for the
Very
advice.
cool. The economy thanks you, officer.
Browse for the
You
box.
find your hands deep in tattered and faded garments made from weird polyester blends that make your body itch and sweat in all the wrong places.
Okay.
Economical, but also trendy. Look firsthand. Buy secondhand.
Let's
Keep the
try. My
economy
odds of
moving.
these rolls have been shit, so
Something cold.
I got a
grazes
10.
your hand.
What the hell?
Synthetic and sleek. A windbreaker. Surf, it says, but also wind, summer, 100% waterproof, and sport. All in different typefaces.
I see.
Good choice, officer. Mega sporty. And it's only $4.50 for you, sir.
-1 shivers, +1 composure. I don't know. Just leave for now. Look at this guy.
You see a Samaran street vendor surrounded by a motley assemblage of goods. When he realizes you're looking at him, his face breaks into a wide, welcoming grin. The name Sileng is embroidered over his breast pocket.
Happy shopping, officer. Everything's cool here.
He gives you a thumbs up. What's so cool?
Everything's cool. The goods are cool. The customers are cool. The place is cool. And one more thing, officer. You're very cool.
He makes both hands into flanker pistols and fires a few flanker pistols. Cool. Whether I'm cool is
You're
unimportant.
right, officer.
I have police questions for you.
100%. No
He's just
playing
as
around
taller.
then. Strictly business. Maybe I can interest you in some premium menswear instead.
Persuade him to give me some money.
Start with a little compliment, then work your way up from there. This is about business, remember.
Hey, you seem like a really successful entrepreneur. Would you like to support a member of the local police
Oh,
force?
Okay.
It's opposite,
But
but he
why,
sounded
officer?
curious. Think of it as an
An
investment.
investment?
Raises his eyebrow in
What
treat.
kind of investment?
I'm a policeman. Investment in good relations with the RP. A guy told me I need money to live, otherwise it's game over. I don't want to die. Investment in me, a highly experimental being. My risk-reward ratio is insane.
I hear you, officer. What kind of a sum are we talking about here?
I don't know. 10 real might be a little bit too much to ask. Obviously, not gonna say fucking 1 million. He's gonna like troll. We'll say 10.
Sounds like a fair deal all around.
Oh, okay.
Corruption. It's just like bus or seagull. A kid watching out of a window describing things going by.
Corrupt.
He doesn't
Scott.
like it too much, but what do you do?
It's just like a. Where are you from?
Me? It's a boring story, officer. Who cares about the past?
I'm trying to pay
I'm
back the
all
guy,
business
okay? I
now.
need money.
All Revachol.
This man probably comes from Seaguy, sometimes known as the Apricot Suzerainty, an archipelago in the Samaran Isola.
Oh, but you're from Apricot
Apricot
Suzerainty.
Suzerainty calls to mind an era when the Seaguy archipelago was colonized by
Oh.
Revachol. It's a bit of a slur, in other words.
Oh,
Very cool. I admire your awareness of our intertwined
sorry.
history.
I didn't know it was a
Super
slur.
nice of you to apologize for colonialism, but the Apricot Suzerainty is a shithole. That's why I left.
Right, but isn't it only
If you
shithole
say so, officer,
Revachol?
I don't worry too much about politics. I'm an entrepreneur, you know. Whatever's good for business is good for me.
Okay, I'll look around. Thanks. A helpline to the company that controls the bridge. What is this?
There's a pile of cheap sunglasses in a small
God.
box. A variety.
You like sunglasses, officer? I've got the latest styles right here.
This vendor takes a pair of sunglasses and sticks them under your
These
nose.
are all boring. Boring third-rate ho-hum sunglasses made of cheap Syrahese plastic. The kind of plastic that melts in the sun. Those UV stickers are almost certainly just there for the show. If anything, these lenses probably direct more UV light into
Put more UV into your
a
light.
UV magnifier.
I see.
These are all first-rate sunglasses. Premium design, superb material, very cool. UV resistant. These will definitely keep your eyes safe and cool while doing your dangerous police work.
Okay, we'll just try this. Let's see if we get it. Haha, passed. Ah, I see. A pair of water blue shades. The writing on the left temple says Sub-Insulindic Rendezvous. The frame appears to be hand-carved out of bone.
Very interesting choice, officer. Very high culture.
For the first time, the street vendor's voice trails off as he watches you inspect the glasses.
This is how a sea monster sees the world. You've become a sea monster. Giant, hidden, and strangely tender at heart. All is blue.
Wow, officer. You look so cool.
Street vendor has picked up his pace again as you observe the world through deep sea-tinted
And they
lenses.
can be yours for a mere 3 real. My regular customers have passed them all up because they've got no taste. But you found them.
Yeah, what about
The
these?
lieutenant tilts his head and steps back, eyes narrowed in a thorough examination. It's a case to him.
You look like a musician.
He
Like a
declares,
blind musician.
eyes
But you could
still
do
squinting
worse.
behind his sunglasses.
Take them if you want.
Yeah. I don't know if I want to spend my money on that. Sure. We got the bag for a reason. Hot air rises from the sewer. Sour, acidic, strangely comforting. Oh, it's down here. Roy's Pawn Shop. Fast cash for faster times. Okay. Some kind of machine. An antique cash register. A bust of a woman. Back then he says DEI. In the dark, a film projector is whirling away. Mostly military wear with a few more eccentric fashions thrown in.
It's not often that I see officers from the RCM in my pawn shop.
The man at this counter turns to you slowly.
What can I do for you?
He asks.
His courtesy is not insincere, but he prefers being alone with his projector, just watching the movement of light across the walls of the shop.
Maybe I shouldn't be sorry. No, sorry. Have you had any troubles lately?
I haven't had any problems myself, though some of my customers have complained about inconsistent law enforcement.
Who are your customers usually?
All kinds of people come through here. Locals, travelers, people looking for a deal, people looking for a keepsake, people who are terminally bored. As you can see, I have a wide selection of goods for everyone to choose from.
Quite the
It
collection
keeps
indeed.
me entertained.
His attention is drawn once more to the play of light and shadow on the walls behind you. Maybe we'll aid our
I doubt
investigation.
it, but I can try and answer any questions you may have.
Know anything about the
I
recent
do my
hanging?
best to keep my distance from all manner of butchery. Bad for business, bad for everyone.
He doesn't know anything.
Okay.
The pawnbroker's gaze is already fixed on the dancing colors.
So, did you ever have any guns like ones carried by
Someone else
officers?
came here earlier today asking the same question. I promptly sold her the gun you pawned a couple days back.
This is a pawn shop, and it did feel as if you've met before.
Uh-oh.
Oh God. The lieutenant shifts from one foot to another.
Wait, I sold my gun to you?
You were adamant about getting rid of it, officer. Said you were undeserving of a service weapon of the Revachol Citizens Militia. And I don't like keeping guns around the shop for long. Off the charts photon emissions. The unhealthy kind.
Was the buyer
She
policewoman?
didn't
Policeman?
seem like a
or-
policeman. Although she kept referring to herself as a pig. Which was odd. I found her interest in the gun a bit obsessive, but I was just happy to get rid of it.
Okay, so I saw my
And
gun
of her.
here. I
Truth
see.
be told, she was terrifying.
Right, so let me get this right.
Oh,
You sold
no.
your sidearm, issued by the Citizens Militia, and now a civilian is running around the streets of Martinez with it?
I'm... Don't like it.
You're right, but she could cast aspersions on the Force. We have to find her.
Oh my god. Any idea where I can find this
My
buyer?
apologies, officer, but I have no idea where she was coming from or where she went.
A needle in a haystack.
Shit.
There is nothing you can do about it now. You'll just have to hope you luck upon her somehow.
At least I know how I lost my sight.
Of course.
Okay. I don't think I have anything to sell right now. I'm not gonna try this one.
A typical Martinez streetlight sits among assorted floor and table lamps.
I don't care. Anything here? I'm not gonna check this thing. Oh, music.
You see
No, I do
rows
need
of
to check
toy
it.
soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed on the table. Some on horseback, others in rags, others yet in bright blue uniforms. All are stern and unyielding in their duty.
I don't think I care. Okay. Music. This might be something weird.
The boomboxes on the shelf look well-loved and well-traveled. Chipped, dented.
Maybe we
They
know the
stare at
song
you
that we
with
need to
the
sing.
unblinking eyes of their tape reels.
Stay on the tip of your toes,
One
Seymour.
especially catches your eye. Deep gold and amber plastic with a big old handle on top. A classic boombox that says Stereo 8 approved. Just make sure it works before you buy it.
Are you sure it's all working order?
Absolutely. I've tested each one myself with recordings of speech, found sounds and music from a variety of genres. Even though
Purposes.
I don't really like music.
That's odd. Why doesn't he like music?
You don't like music? What do you like then?
The stuff I record myself. Silverware shaking in drawers as motor cars race by. Nocturnal animals climbing on the roof. Airship rotors. That kind of thing.
Okay.
Maybe you should ditch music as well. Get into these more experimental sounds he's describing.
I don't think I want it though, do I? I have no attention right now. Okay, let's just leave. Also, I lost morale for that. So, water locked out of order until Wednesday, 17.
G'day to you, officers.
A burly man
Man on water
hangs
lock.
out by the waterlock, carving up a generous serving of salami with an old hunter's knife. His eyes are fixed on a man stranded on the other side of the waterlock and on an enormous billboard that has fallen down into the canal between them.
First things first, what are you doing here,
My
man on
friend
water
Barry the
lock?
Butcher is stuck on the other side of the waterlock.
Oh.
I'm keeping him company and eating his salami.
I see.
From the corner of your eye, you see a man in a yellow shirt and grey overalls
Yeah, there he is right
waving
here.
at you from across the canal. He
This won't be
seems
fixed till
disappointed about
Wednesday.
the wreckage on the waterlock and the salami.
I mean, I would be disappointed if someone ate my salami
Very
too.
good
Fair
stuff.
enough.
Anything I can do for you, officer?
The man on the waterlock picks the skin off a slice of salami and takes a sizable bite. Do you know what causes wreckage? Point at the smashed billboard.
I
in
wasn't
the
here to witness
canal.
it, but those look like tire tracks on that sign. Weird, huh? Then again, plenty of daredevil drivers in Rivershell. Too bad it also takes a year and a day to repair anything around here, especially a waterlock. The rest of the coast is closed off till then.
Do you know what's further down the coast?
Well, there's the fishing village, an abandoned fish market, a bizarro church. Not much use to the congregation, though. There always seems to be something wrong with it.
He thinks for a moment.
Yeah, not really much else. Just bombed out ruins.
I saw that
Sure
salami.
thing.
Oh, okay.
Want some too, officer?
He turns to the lieutenant. Lieutenant ponders the offer for a moment and then decides to go for it. He takes a slice of salami for the man and chews on it. Oh, thanks for the salami, I guess. Oh, wait, let's check this. Fingerless gloves. think I've explored everything here then, right? Butter sign down. Okay, let's just see. Well, this is movement, character sheet, thought. What the hell's the thought cabinet? Oh, this. Oh, we're almost done. Okay. Okay, go here. Okay, whatever this is, nose offend. Should I try this box again?
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East.
Fortress
Silence.
XCA.
No one's home at Fort. Silence.
Okay.
No one answers the doorbell. Silence. No one.
Empty
This
card.
button looks new, but someone has removed the name card.
Empty card.
Nothing happens when you try to ring it.
Huh. This button looks new. It's probably not connected yet.
He takes us back. I took the other name cards on here. So the only one is this one, which, I mean, I could try.
No.
Failure.
Hold on. The last thing you need in your life is more hysteric emotions. Forget it.
Okay. The person who apparently knows me. Close. Oh yeah, I got this. We got gloves on now. Ha ha ha. Cigarette stained fingertips. Keep looking, maybe someone else knows. Okay. 99%. Okay, I want to finish this thing and then I think I'll wrap up because I really don't know what else to do at this point. Oh. Yeah, we were in here, right? Oh, yeah, that was the... Oh, we can return this. You know what? Let's just go in here. Get the bottles.
The tear machine stands. Your bottles clunk into the...
Thank you. I will leave now. We got 16 bucks. Considering I started off with 0. Let me talk to him. Maybe he has an idea. I want to be talking to you. Yeah, you.
I don't see how my life is pertinent to the investigation.
Oh, we're gonna get a better report.
That's a fair point. All right, for the good of the investigation, what do you want to know?
Yeah, you have glasses.
You feel a slight urge to put the lieutenant down for this, but you can't quite muster enough testosterone.
No, I don't. Glasses are
they?
cool.
They're mostly just cumbersome.
You could use a good, normal peer yourself.
You know, that's kind of being okay, that's kind of racist to say. Be a secret about yourself. Okay.
The lieutenant nods.
You ever talk to yourself?
What do you mean?
You know, when you're thinking, do you ever have a conversation with like your brain?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The lieutenant's conceptualization skills must be rather rudimentary. The lieutenant is a police officer of the old school. His concerns are material and extrinsic.
I see.
But this isn't an old school case.
I get it. You're one of those old school detectives. Not
So what?
late.
That makes you the new school? God spare us. For real detective work, nothing beats a good notebook by your side.
The lieutenant produces his small blue notebook and idly thumbs through a few pages. We all have our different mediums.
Okay, I'm not gonna ask why it doesn't look like other people, right? That's
good.
Offensive.
Let's change the subject.
You should know I can't remember
No
anything.
response. He just arches his brow. He's having trouble processing it, believing it even.
There was heavy
Have you
drinking
tried
involved.
concentrating on something other than your personal affairs?
There is a sudden, harsh edge to his voice, like he's tired of hearing about your personal affairs.
Reserve of
Not a
Personal
fact.
Affairs.
It's just the nature of lieutenancy.
The RCM deploys a self-styled structure called the Decomptage as its chain of command. Every lieutenant is responsible for 2 sergeants and 8 officers. That means the average lieutenant has to deal with quite a few personal affairs. Even you know this.
So what should I
Try
concentrate
work.
on?
The case at hand. It can work miracles.
And just
focus
let
on
me-
other people's troubles, not your own. That is a relief.
Okay.
A moment passes. The lieutenant glances at the sports watch on his
Yeah, nothing. What's this?
lonesome, long
Oh yeah, the
way
thought.
home.
Okay, let's see.
Here we go. Home awaits. Walk past Station 41 and through the market, past the Boogie Street spearhead to the other side of the lake, the frozen eye at the center of the district. Then past the video rental store on the corner. There, at the end of a street lined with pine trees, a small house no larger than a matchbox. 11 Voyager Road. You no longer live there. Those times are gone. And so are those people. Why did you come here? Why are you still here? And where's the dealer? You have to get back
The
to
dealer?
work. That's all you have now.
Okay. So we gotta do this one though. How long is this one gonna take me to do? Only 30 minutes actually. Okay. That one's not bad. Okay, controls. Anything else I'm missing? How do I get a map? Where a copy of the city map? Where do I get a copy? Keep looking. Maybe someone knows something's my journal. Okay. With that, I'm gonna end this part here though, as I feel like I've investigated everything I currently know, and I'm probably trying to figure out what I need to do next. As I'm actually not really too sure, to be honest. Other than maybe like internalize and stuff, maybe that's what I need to just do and like pass time. I don't know. Yeah, there's a lot of bizarre things happen in this game for sure. I'm curious to see. I want to actually do more of like the murder solving stuff, but I can't look at the body right now. So, yeah, and I'm also kind of curious about us, and we have to figure out more about us. So, yeah. Let me know what your thoughts are so far. I feel like I haven't really done much, to be honest. I mean, I feel like I've talked to everyone, at least in this area. Yeah, we can't go across the road until not day 3, it seems like. I'm assuming today's Monday, but I actually don't know. But yeah, I hope to see you at the next episode.